How's it going, everybody? Incognegro right here, back in another video. Obviously, today we are going to be team building for our next matchup in the Little League Revive. I'm 6-2 right now, as you guys might know, and we are facing off against Soul. And I think, is he 4-3 or 3-4? He's either record right now. I don't know. I'll probably put it on screen. He recently changed his team, so if I tried to record this one day and then we got transactions and then it was like, fuck, he just changed his team, but it's all good. It like changed one mod of my team practically. So he got rid of his Quagsire, his Heliolisk, and his Toxapex for Empoleon, Meloetta, and Thunderstarian. Otherwise, his team is looking like Celesteela, Mimikyu, Latios Mega, Crocodile, Emboar, and Leavanny, and Golbat. So he obviously has Meloetta, Empoleon, and Thunderstarian like I read earlier. And I'm predicting his team, obviously, as you can see down there. And yeah, so for the most part, when I look at his team, I think Webb's offense. He wants to get up Webbs as soon as possible and make sure they get up. Because Thunderstarian outspeeds my whole entire team. Yeah, outspeeds my whole entire team once he sets that up. And that's really concerning, right? You'd say, well, Avery, why you know that's gonna happen anyway. But we have foolproof strategies to get rid of it. But yeah, his team is very Webbs based, so once he gets that up, he can slow me down. And I usually don't bring Defog or Spin, so I'm still not going to, but I have a foolproof plan to beat it. So, Thunderstarian, Latios, Mega, Leavanny, Empoleon, Mimikyu, and Celesteela sound like the most optimal. Crocodile is one Pokemon I think could come instead, but I don't know what in exchange for. And Meloetta could come as well. Like I said, don't know what in exchange for. So, y'all see this, but let's talk about my team. So, first up we have Slither, the Zygarde. Slither here, my boy, my guy. He has a Dragonium Z with Outrage, D-Dance, 1000 Arrows, Extreme Speed with 204 in HP, 252 in Attack, and then 52 in Speed, making him the Jolly Nature with the plus there. This, after one D-Dance would outspeed all of his team. I believe that speed down there is 262, yeah, so it definitely outspeeds after one D-Dance, which is really, really good. If he has any Scarfers, then that becomes an issue, but I don't think it will become an issue. Though my team, I guess, I don't know about this, because Zygarde does really, really well, and I know I'm, like, you guys will definitely see that I am running Double Z move, in fact, but Double Z move is just to prevent, if one Pokemon dies and the other one can do something with it, because even if Zygarde can't use his Dragonium Z, Outrage is still doing a shit ton to this doing at least something to Latios, and I need that Latios dead no matter what, you know what I mean? Which I might change on Zygarde, but we'll see, because I know that I don't want to, like, you have to run Outrage on every Zygarde, and I have to run a Z Crystal on it just to do anything, so it's kind of concerning that I'm running it, but the battle should go in our favor if anything else. But anyways, Zygarde does really, really well against his team, able to take down even his newest mons, Empoleon, and even Thundurus, 1000 Arrows at +1. I think it definitely Oko is one of them, I'm not sure which one. Can deal with Celesteela. I wouldn't keep this in against Mimikyu if I'm me, because he probably just Sword Dance, honestly. If he predicts me to switch out. I'm not sure if I live a player up, I'll probably put it on screen for you guys. And that's really it. I mean, it does a lot to the rest of his team as well. Can beat Crook unless I get intimidated to -1 automatically. Emboar doesn't want to be in against this. Meloetta doesn't want to be in against this with its defenses, or well, defense rather. And Golbat lives a +1, I believe. Doesn't live a +2, because usually it's Eviolite and probably defensive. Next we have Vix. Vix here is running the Assault Vest set that I haven't run in a while, actually. Well, this specific one at least. So, Thunderbolt, Searing Shot, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. The 180 in HP, 36 in defense, 252 plus in special attack, and 40 in speed. The 40 in speed literally was here just in case Celesteela. It beats Celesteela. Literally, Celesteela's max speed with a boosting nature is 243, and we hit 246, which is really good. Beats it with Searing Shot. I believe it's an Oko. I'll have to put a count on screen again, but it is really good against his team. Psychic handles Emboar, also handles Golbat, but I think it's 2 KO on Golbat no matter what, but that's fine. And I really need that move just in case. Thunderbolt hits nothing, I don't think. I think it hits Golbat, but I think Psychic is the preferred move. It could also hit, I guess, Empoleon. But I wouldn't be using Thunderbolt unless I'm in against Celesteela and if it's like a last minute kill thing. Even then, I'd probably just hit Searing Shot anyway, knowing me. Shadow Ball isn't for anything. It's just kind of there for Latios, I guess, and Mimikyu. Like I say, it's not for anything, and then I say what it's for. But literally, I don't think I'd have Victini in against those, because I fear that it's going to be a stored power Latios set, and I don't want to deal with that, you know what? But I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I think it's going to be a Calm Mind stored power set anyway, but Shadow Ball should be able to at least do enough damage to it. And I have enough Pokemon on this team to deal with Latios if it tries to get out of hand. But Vix definitely does what it wants in this matchup. Next up we have Charnigro. Charnigro has not a speed boosting nature, but it has the adamant nature this time, and yeah, I think it'll do work against the team. So Protect, Destiny Bond, Psychic Fangs, and Crunch. Psychic Fangs handles some great Pokemon like Emboar, if I need to, can handle Golbat, but I don't think it one-hit KOs it. I think it's still a 2-hit KO with EVO Light, defense investment. That still handles it as much as it can. Crunch hits up, I guess, like everything on this team besides Krookodile. I don't want this hit against Krookodile, basically. Even though Krookodile isn't going to be doing a lot to this, unless it has like super power low kick, I don't want it in against this. But if I put Liquidation on this instead of Destiny Bond, then I can't. Well, I don't like sacrificing my Sharpedo, obviously. But if I'm clearly being outsped that turn, or if I'm not being outsped that turn, but I don't know what I'm doing against it, Destiny Bond is always my failsafe, and that's why I like having the move. It basically prevents them from either, like, if they haven't killed me that one turn and I just Destiny Bonded, they can't kill me anymore. I can go after them now. And that's really cool to do, because then I can be like, alright, if they're going to switch out, I kill them. But, no, seriously, Charnigro definitely has Psychic Fangs just in case of Emboar, and can also, I don't think it hits Golbat, like I said. Crunch hits mostly everything else, except for Krookodile. And it's a good move overall to have, just coverage-wise. I was going to put Liquidation on here, honestly, but then I'm kind of sitting there, I'm just like, maybe, maybe not, we'll see. If anything changes, you'll hear it in the battle, like before like I actually fight Soul. I'll be like, hey, here's what's happening, here's what I changed, blah, blah, blah. Next up, we have Gallop. Gallop is Choice Bandit set, because just like Scrafty, which we'll talk about later, Smudsdale has a really good time against this team. With Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Payback, and the Bandit set, like I said. Standard investment. So Earthquake kills Empoleon. I think it also kills Emboar, and I think that's it. I think Heavy Slam kills Mimikyu. Heavy Slam can also just hit pretty hard against some things if it's, heavier. Rock Slide deals with Thunder Therian, and definitely should OHKO it. It can 2-hit KO Golbat, I believe, KOs Leavanny if it's not Focus Sash. And Payback is just here because, one, the Meloetta, when he switched his Mons and he got Meloetta, my Payback plan was basically for Celesteela, and now it's kind of just there for Meloetta. But I'd probably use Earthquake in all honesty. But it's still there. Payback can hit Mimikyu if it gets to us. It's just like, hey, look, I can break your disguise now, and that's really cool. But yeah, Mudsdale definitely has a great time against his team. I wouldn't have it necessarily in against a lot of these mons, like Empoleon if it's special. Even Latios, because I can't really hit Latios that great unless I'm using Payback. And I don't want to become setup fodder for that thing, but I mean, Payback will still do a good amount of damage banded, so it's fine. But yeah, Mudsdale definitely can cruise to this team. So like I said earlier, I am running double Z move just in case something happens. We're running Cycle to Raichu with Fake Out, Hidden Power Fire, Thunderbolt, and Focus Blast. Well, this is Max, but this time it's Rash, not Modest. And it outspeeds, naturally, Krookodile if Krookodile is not Scarfed, because it hits 311, it will hit 319 speed. So Raichu with his Fight DMZ OHKOs it all the time. I think this also OHKOs non-specially defensive variants of Empoleon with Z Focus Blast, which is really cool. Also hits it with Thunderbolt too, but hey, we want to be fancy sometimes. But yeah, it definitely does that. And in addition to such, Raichu is just such a nice mon to have, and with the Fake Out, Hidden Power Fire, we basically stop Leavanny from ever setting up webs, which is fantastic. And yeah, unless it's Scarfed. If it's Scarfed Leavanny webs, then I'm just going to sit there like, why? because it also hits 311 speed, so we'd beat it out with fake fire. And I did the calc for that too. It's really good. Anyways, Raichu doesn't do anything else to this team relatively besides, I think, 2KOing Golbat if it's a special defensive area. I think it still 2KOs it, but I will see. But yeah, only thing really gets cucked by Thundurus. Thundurus will just set up in its face, gets cucked by Latios as well. Not really Mimikyu until still because they don't want to be in against a Thunderbolting Raichu that has a boosting nature and special attack. Like, that's just not optimal for anybody. So that's really good to have on Raichu. And last certainly not least, another Pokemon just like Gallop. We have Old Spice, Scrafty the Lumberry. 252 in attack, 46 special defense, and 210 in speed. So, like I said, when I saw the changes to his team, I made my own little change, and this was the change to the team. So basically at 222 speed, at 221, with a D-Dance up, we speed tie with Thunder Starion at 331 if it's max. We hit 331.5 if I'm correct, because, you know, but we probably hit 332 anyway. So we put ourselves a bit higher than it with a D-Dance, and Head Smash will always kill it even if we don't have a D-Dance up, but if we do, it's guaranteed OHKO. What else does Scrafty do, you might ask? Well, it outspeeds the rest of his team with its +1, and that is where Scrafty comes into play. Scrafty doesn't want to be in against Mimikyu or even Meloetta for draining Dazzling Gleam, which, I mean, knockoff still I think it's an OHKO if we're +1. If it's not, I'll throw it on screen. But no, Scrafty has a great time against his team. Head Smash at +2 kills Golbat, no matter if it's defense variant or not. Drain Punch kills and Pulling at +2, not +1, but we put on the Lumberry because it's probably going to scold us, and I have a fear of getting burned, so at least we have the Lumberry. We don't beat out Emboar exactly, but I mean, Drain Punch will still 2-KO it. We beat out Celesteela with knockoff, then Head Smash or even Drain Punch. We beat out Mimikyu, but I think we need his neck to be broken first, because if we're already +1 when it comes back in, we can just kill it outright with knockoff. Beats Crocodile with Drain Punch. It beats everything on this team, basically, is my point. And to keep Scrafty alive is going to be hard to do, because we need to get the D-Dance up, and then we have to be extremely healthy, because Head Smash will kill us from recoil if we have taken more than 50% damage against something like Thunder Starion or Meloetta if we live like a Dazzling Gleam or something. Like, it's very possible that Old Spice will lose his shit if he gets killed in one hit, just because Head Smash does so much to his team, and like Drain Punch knockoff do as well, but Head Smash is such a funny move. I just need it to hit. That would also be the only thing. I might run Ice Punch over it just because I know, though Head Smash is a high power move, it has the chance to miss. But like I said, if any changes are made, you guys will be told, you know, through the video of me fighting Soul and his Vancouver Pavilions? Whatever. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the Team Builder today. If you guys did like this video, give it a like, comment, and also subscribe today. If you want to check out more content by yours truly, my Twitch link is in the description below. And hopefully we win Week 9 of our Leader League Revived season. I am Incognegro, and your coach at the Proud Time Pachirisus, and I'll talk to you guys later.